Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. Hope you guys are having a good holiday season and have a happy new year. This is your January 2023 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, the Celtic Coral spread as always. And I also pulled the 4 Agreements, Wisdom, the Oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, so we have 9 and 9th house energy for you guys is Scorpio. Astrologically speaking, not much going on there. We do have the South Node there, though. Alright, we have Leo, and Leo energy for you guys is 6th house energy. Astrologically speaking, not much going on there either, although in early February there will be a full moon in Leo. And generally speaking, 6th house energy could point to work, health, daily routines. And we have Saturn, and Saturn's actually in Aquarius, which is your 12th house, and 12th house energies could point to spirituality, blind spots, and mental health. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we get started with the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the Sun, and then challenging that, we have the Hermit. So, one way I could see this playing out could just be saying that, if you're looking for a high energy cycle, right? If you feel like maybe you've been a little bit low on energy, you could just be saying that the challenge there might be that you might need to get outside a little bit, right? So I get it, right? Especially if you're in the northern hemisphere and you have that colder weather around this time of year, it might be a little harder to convince yourself to get out and get some fresh air. But I feel like that's could be what it's saying for some of you. But for others, you could just be saying that there might be some fresh opportunities in your path as well. But you might be looking toward a past opportunity at this time. And maybe that's because of Mercury retrograde energy we'll have in January. But the main reason I say that you could be looking at a past opportunity is because if we put the Hermit back in the spread the way it was, he's looking right at the card that's in the foundation position, and that's the Six of Cups. So Six of Cups energy can point to reconciliations of various kinds, but also just thinking of the past, reconnecting with the past in some way. So yeah, that's what it could be saying for some of you too, that maybe there's this new opportunity that's available to you, but you're more interested in revisiting a past situation at this time. Let me see what else comes to mind with this. Now it makes sense too as far as, like I was saying, Scorpio energy for you guys is 9th house energy, and we saw that came out in the dice as well. Alright, in the past position, we have the King of Swords. So yeah, this is actually Aquarius energy here, and like I was saying, you guys got Saturn in your dice, and that's currently where Saturn is. So yeah, could just be saying that you might have really just been caught up in your mind a lot recently, right? And possibly even feel like you're overthinking things and possibly being a little bit self-critical around whatever situations you might have gone through in the past as well. Let me see if anything else comes to mind with this. Yeah, that's primarily what I'm picking up on there. Alright, in the present position, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is Virgo energy here, and to me it points to a pretty stable environment, possibly some financial success, right, or at least some tangible rewards for a situation that you've been working toward. So it looks like you do have a fair amount of stability in your environment right now, but like I said, it looks like you could just be feeling a little bit more withdrawn than usual lately. Alright, in the near future position, we have the 7 of Cups. So this could represent some confusion here. Like I was saying, we do have the Mercury retrograde energy that'll be present in most of the month of January. So that could be part of the impact there as well, that you could just be feeling. Possibly feeling like you have multiple choices, but not necessarily knowing which path to take around the situation. Yeah, that's pretty much it with that. Okay. In the position of your influence in the situation, we have the 9 of Wands, Sagittarius energy, and 7 of Wands, Leo energy. So we did see Leo come up in your dice too. So yeah, maybe there's some new opportunity, maybe a new career opportunity, right? But you could be really guarded around pursuing it at this time, possibly because you might feel like you're already overwhelmed with what you've been dealing with. So, like a super generic example of how this could be playing out, right, is maybe you get offered some kind of a promotion within your job or something like that, and you're like, I don't know if I really want to deal with that because I feel like what I already have on my plate now is more than enough, right? So, it could just be one of those types of situations like that. All right, in the environment position, we have the Six of Wands, Leo energy, and the Eight of Cups, Pisces energy. So yeah, given that this is an energy for your sign and we see more Leo energy, again, this could just be saying that maybe you're being asked to step into the spotlight in some way, possibly around your work environment, and for whatever reason, that just might not have any appeal to you at this time. So, you know, and maybe that's why, right? Like I was saying, if you do have a certain level of contentment already with that Ten of Pentacles energy, that might be why, right? Where you're like, okay, maybe some people would be drawn to more, right? But you're like, I'm kind of good right where I am, because you could see that maybe you'd find that a little bit draining after a while, right? If you are going to be in a more visible role within your environment. All right, in the hopes or fears position, we have the Eight of Wands. So, given the overall energy of this reading, for some of you, this might be more of a fear, right? Where you could, like I said, you might feel like you're already close to being overwhelmed with what you're already dealing with, and you might have a feeling that people are just going to try to put more on your plate at this point. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Ten of Swords, Gemini energy, and Judgment. Usually I view this as Scorpio energy, the rebirthed side of Scorpio energy. So seeing these two cards here could just be saying as well, especially given that it's Gemini energy, like I was saying, for those of you who've maybe been a little bit more withdrawn than usual, Gemini energy represents your fourth house of your home environment, your family, and Mars has been retrograding there for quite some time, and it's actually going to end its retrograde around just past the midpoint of January. So that could be saying that, okay, maybe that's going to be what gives you that spark, right? To where you finally do feel like, okay, now I'm ready to get out more. So that could have been part of what it was. Actually, now I think about it, maybe just that transit's just been making you feel a little more drained and wanting to stay close to home and not really get out there. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. So interesting to see this here because technically this will be the card after the Ten of Pentacles. And like I was saying, for some of you, maybe you're being offered some kind of a step up, but for a lot of you, might actually feel like, this isn't the right time for me, right? So maybe one of those things that you may have been interested in at some other point or maybe in the future, but at this time it seems like you're content with where you are. All right, moving on to your Four Agreements card, we have Always Do Your Best. All right, there we go, and it says stay in the present moment. Okay, it says keep your attention on today and stay in the present moment. This is the beginning of a new understanding, a new dream. So yeah, keep your attention on today. That makes sense as far as like, especially with that Seven of Cups energy we see in the near future, because like I said, it seems like you guys just seem to be a little bit withdrawn, right? But hopefully it resonates with you. And moving on to your Wisdom Oracle card, we have Peace. There's the artwork, and the number is 23. So let's see what that has to say. Okay, essential meanings says freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. The Oracle's message, it doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and a soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. Yeah, that would be a pretty positive message there. And like I said, for some of you, that could be what you're currently feeling with that Ten of Pentacles, where, like I said, you might have an offer to take some kind of a step up, but you might be fine with where you are at this time. All right, the relationship message says when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours, and it is to be savored. So yeah, definitely a positive message there as well. I will say this didn't necessarily come across as a romantic relationship type of reading, but hopefully I resonated with those of you looking for guidance on that. The prosperity message says this is one of those times when you're capable of clear vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by a presence to step into your power. Just being is enough, for you are in peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work. So yeah, that message seems to support the stance that a lot of you seem to be in, which like I said, is it seems like you're good with where you are, and if anyone offers you something that might seem more shiny on the surface, you might not necessarily be interested in that, at least not this month. Alright, and lastly, moving on to your Mudra card. This is your Mudra here. It's the Vyana Mudra, and the keyword for it is expansion. Alright, and there's the info on it if you want to pause it or take a screenshot to read all the info on the card. But under benefits, it says regulates blood pressure, purifies the blood, decreases restlessness and insomnia, reduces redness and burning of the eyes. So if that sounds like a Mudra you think would be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name in the description video as always. Once again, hope you guys are having a good holiday season and a happy new year, and I'll see you guys next month. Alright, bye.